y'all's radar is going to be Netflix. This has been a sneaky one, right? I mean, this was, under 600, so I kind of like, push it to the side. I mean, that crash was just dip buy central. Let me look at where SMCI is real quick. So I told you guys I wanted to buy this under 500 and look for $100. There you go. Overextended under 500 didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. Announced the split. Easily little catch a 100-point move. I'm mad at myself that I didn't end up trying that trade, but it is what it is. Anyways, Netflix. So I mean, this has gone from under 600, 580, 585, all the way up to 690 right now. We're sitting at 688. All-time high is 799 cents. The high of this year is 697.49. So, I mean, Netflix can move $20 in a day if it really wants to. It did it yesterday. So if it happens today, great. I like to trade Netflix in the first like 20 minutes of the day. So I don't know that we're going to get it today, but ideally it maybe just kind of gets above 690, hangs out a little bit. And then we get it ideally maybe tomorrow. I mean, I'm not live trading, so maybe I say ideally Thursday. But I just, again, I want this to be on y'all's radars because Netflix is one of those stocks that I may trade 2-3 times a year, and that's kind of pushing it. But when the setups come around like this, and ideally there's like a little bit of a catalyst or something, Netflix is like, it's insane. You can easily make 200-300% on contracts in 10 minutes. So just because it doesn't have volume that much, so when the volume comes in and those really fast moves happen, the contracts just move unbelievable. But again, that puts more risk on the table. But that's another reason why I trade it, less than 5 times a year. So, anyways, I want to make sure you guys know about that. Nothing else really piques my interest. I mean, I'm still waiting for Meta to get up close to like 540. Other than that, though, I mean, so, watching Tesla, probably the 230 calls on Tesla, going to be watching the 130 calls on NVDA. And if Netflix, for some crazy reason, starts really ripping, it'll be the 700 calls on Netflix. But I don't think I'm going to be trading Netflix today just because I would like it to be sitting right around 700. But need to keep that on watch for sure. All right. Any questions, any tickers before we get started here? Let's see here. Tesla 230 calls and NVIDIA 130 calls. Let's see, where's NVIDIA? Right there. Also, I mean, I've mentioned it so many times, we just have never gotten to trade really. But Amazon, through 180 or through 179 up to 180 could work as well. Still have more in this gap, right? So you want to be there on a day like this. Could it happen? Yeah, sure. So we'll see. We'll see about Amazon. To me, I would rather just trade NVIDIA or Tesla and get out of here, right? So couple decent setups today. We'll see what happens. But again, I got Tesla 230 calls and NVIDIA 130 calls loaded up. We got about 6.5 or 5.5 minutes here. What else you guys have for me? Or does that sound good? Can you take a look at Apple? Sure. I'm holding one contract, 222.50 put for this Friday. Okay. I mean, I don't know where you entered. I think, obviously the market needs to roll over, and this needs to hold under 225 for me to consider it weak. But I mean, look what it's done the last 10 days, really strong. So I mean, do I want to be a guy trying to short that? I don't know. But things don't just go straight up. So I mean, could this be the top, and could this be a chance where it comes back in and retest 220? I think that that's possible, but I think your stop loss should probably be around 220. I mean, 227 is probably like where you want it, but you're at the top yesterday. Okay, well then, yeah. I mean, honestly, just maybe use like a break-even stop loss, or just 226.50 stop loss or something, and then see if this can come back down. You have this week expiration, and Apple's sometimes a slow mover. Yeah, ask away, guys. We got a bunch of people in here. FN earnings yesterday looked strong. I don't even know what FN is. Yeah, really, really strong ticker. I mean, I like that it's not a penny stock, so thank you. But yeah, I mean, it's for me, it's like I would just be waiting for this high here, 266.39, and looking to play that kind of into 270. Looks like that's all-time high possibly. So I don't know. I mean, it looks really, really strong. I mean, this is going to be gapped up here a little bit, right? So I mean, this could easily just kind of roll back into the gap. But what are you watching when you say the market is rolling over, newbie? So a good question. So when I say rolling over, it's pretty much like if the market is up, then it just kind of it ends up kind of selling off, right? So I mean, if you think about something going up, then kind of just curving at the top and then rolling over to the downside, that's what I mean. When I say like bouncing or something, that's kind of when the market was coming down and you start flattening out, and then you end up going back to the upside, right? Kind of like a bouncy ball. Does that make sense? Sully B. Yeah, sure thing. Those are good questions. There's no stupid questions here, guys. Ask whatever you want. Okay, so Tesla 225, pre-market high 226.85. I would like to trade an opening range break if we can get it, right? If we open here, kind of pull back into 223, then we could play like 225 up into the highs. That's kind of what I would like to do. However, I don't really know what it's going to do. Let's see. Where's NVIDIA? NVIDIA 128.46. So NVIDIA may be quick, right? I want to be involved around 130 on NVIDIA. So I may have to switch quickly to that. I don't know which one's going to work the best. Yeah. So I use SPY and I use InQ, which is pretty much just QQQ. So you can use either one. SPY and QQQ are probably the easiest to pull up. I just kind of have a personal preference with the actual NASDAQ future. Anyways, we got about a minute and 15 seconds here, guys. So any last minute questions, or should we focus up? Exxon. Looks like you had kind of a weak day yesterday, but overall it's been pretty strong. I mean, my thought is I don't really want to be involved in oil right now. I would like to be involved closer to the election, because I think that's when oil may move a little bit better. Anyways, all right, so we got 45 seconds here. Let's see. Netflix is kind of strong here. 20 seconds. Again, 230 calls Tesla, 130 calls NVIDIA. NVIDIA is sitting about 128.40. Tesla is right at 225, which I kind of like. I would like to see Tesla dip a little bit here, maybe about $2. That's loud. Netflix not doing a whole lot. NVIDIA kind of sitting flat here. Tesla just kind of sitting right under 225. I would like to see this dip of about $1 here. If I can see 224, I would like that. Doesn't mean I'm going to buy there, but I would like to see just a little bit of relief off this and then a move higher. If not, I'm going to have to just wait for a pre-market higher because I will not chase this candle. Contracts are moving pretty decently, pretty tight spreads on those. So pre-market high 226.85 here. If you need to go with the 235 calls, those will work as well. This is just going to run. There we go. Decent little pullback there. This is just not going to stop. This may be one of those days where it just goes, but I'd rather not have to pay to see that. Kind of struggling right there at 226. It hasn't closed above. There it goes. This thing may just rip, but I'm not going to chase it, guys. I'd like to see it kind of come up in here around 227, maybe pull back in for a couple candles, and then we can get that trade. It's too volatile to just force a trade like this. NVIDIA is at 129, so I'll be paying attention to that. This is risky. I mean, I could have forced a buy there, but no reason to do it, especially after yesterday's kind of failed so hard. Let's see if this pulls back a little bit for us here. We kind of got that pre-market high break. So now I just have to kind of gauge the momentum here. NVIDIA is struggling a little bit. Wow, these contracts from $3.30 to $4. Let's see if we can get like 226 here. I need a real pullback to give some sort of a safe entry. Buying new highs is the worst thing you can do. Even if you make money on it, it's going to create a bad habit, thinking that you can just chase things for no reason. Netflix is at 692. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we play Tesla around 230. Maybe that's just where we can get an actual trade there. There is a decent wall there. So let that do whatever it wants. NVIDIA above 129. Pretty decent volume still on Tesla here. I mean, 3 just massive candles. Market's pushing as well. It's got to be patient here. Don't let the market dictate what your decisions are. Tesla hasn't had a single red candle yet. So, I mean, I'm not going to just chase 3 green candles for no reason, thinking it's going to go higher. I mean, sure, could it? Of course. But why would I want to put myself in danger of some sort of pullback like this? Okay, so now we have a high day 228.22. I think that's kind of interesting. If I can see like 226.50, I do like that. Market's kind of starting to roll over a little bit. I need to see a real pullback. I'm not gonna try to buy into a 50-cent pullback here. Market's still pushing pretty strong. I think this is definitely going to go try to test 230 today. So, I mean, this is an okay pullback. I'd like to see a little bit more than that, but this might be where we have to get in. The market is flying right now. There we go. There we go. Nice. All right, I'm going to take a starter position here. 230 calls, just really small. I'm going to add much, much heavier on the new high, I think. So if you don't want to get in here, then just wait for a second and try to get in right before 228. But that was the aggressive pullback I wanted to see. Try to get better prices, right? Those contracts are at 420, and then they came down into 360. So if I get an over 10% pullback on those contracts, and we're golden. I'm already up pretty decent here. The market is flying. That's another reason I wanted to try to buy into any sort of aggressive pullback I could. There we go. Nice. Already getting bought back up here. This has a pretty good chance to go for 230 today. So, I mean, I do want to try to get involved in that. I got filled at 360. Looking to add maybe some more here around 228. And then gonna try to stretch this out for 230 ideally, I think, but I'm gonna take most of my profits probably around 229. Market's pulling back a little bit. Tesla's staying nice and strong. Just added a little bit there. I think there's going to be a decent push through this new high day. If we can get back to 228, I like the trade. If we can stay above VWAP, I think that's good as well. Kind of an interesting pullback there for Tesla. A hold of 226 will keep me in this trade. Just had good news today. It's kind of a place where you can even add. Let's see. That's kind of weak there. I don't love that. Would like to see it hold right here. That's aggressive. I may just cut out of this trade. Wow. Okay. This is just going to totally reverse on us out of nowhere. 225 sitting right there. Again, I'm in half size, so I would like to add more in this. But if we break under 225, I'm out. That's low a day. This is a good chance for buyers to come back in, but if they don't, then whatever. Market didn't really pull back that much. That's why I'm a little surprised at what Tesla just did. It's holding 225. Volume did spike on that, though, so we got to pay attention to that. Netflix, 695. That's insane. See if they can hold it. If they break 225, I'm out. Under. No buying pressure. Low a day right here. Okay, I'm out. Jeez, man, that was crazy. Market's going for a new high a day as well. That's insane. Tesla just went from high to low a day on us, Pookie. That's what happened. Big reason why you can't, you can't buy the high a day, right? You have to be buying into a pullback. So I still like this trade. I'm still going to be looking to trade this high a day. But until then, that was just an insane pullback out of nowhere, pretty much. Starting the day on a rough note. It's crazy. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me, especially with the good catalyst and the market didn't have anything but a red candle. That was just kind of uncalled for there, but I still think this trade is there. The contracts are back to 350. We did end up holding 225. This could be a place to start another position again. Okay, I do think that just waiting for that new high break is going to be the safest thing for everyone to do. Meta 530. NVIDIA pulled all the way back. Geez, guys, Netflix is going to go for highs here. 696. Look at that candle on Tesla. This looks a little weaker than you want to see here, but if they can hold 225, I'm trading the 230 calls for this week. I do think I want to pay attention to Netflix, though. That just did not stop going straight up. Tesla's sitting right at its low a day, but it's not slipping up, which is kind of interesting. Still not giving up that low a day strong at all, even though the market just pulled back. So if there's some crazy buy up on this, I do think that trade's still there. Wow, Netflix is right at it. That's insane. Still sitting right at 225. Not enough buying pressure, though. This could slip hard any second, or we end up getting bought up. NVIDIA pulled all the way back in. This is pretty crazy. Just full-on reversals on everything. Netflix just did it. Broke the 52-week high. Tesla again, not giving up that low a day. I think I'm just going to move on from it though. Netflix, look at this, guys. I mean, this just hasn't stopped all day. I mean, not even once. Yeah, maybe so. I don't know what's going on. Tesla might break its low here and get smacked. But again, look, buyers are sitting there holding it. But anytime they pop it up, sellers are there to just hit this thing on the head. Yeah, I know, but that's considered good news. That's why I'm surprised this isn't going up. It was really strong off the open too. And then all of a sudden, market didn't do anything. And then Tesla just wanted to die. Yeah, that's true. Above VWAP, though, like above 226, that might be something that can help Tesla go. I really want to get a piece of Netflix here, but I don't want to be pulling that. Try to get in on any sort of pullback or get in on the high of the day. NQ trying to go for high a day. Tesla's still sitting right at lows here. They're holding this though. Like again, it's like they can't give up this low a day. So one little pop here through 226, sellers may just say, okay, you guys won. We may still get this trade. NVIDIA bouncing back up here. Tesla 226. Again, I think that there's still an opportunity here, guys. So I'm going to keep these 230 calls up. Contracts for 340 here. Look at that. We hit VWAP and instantly get hit again. It's pretty crazy. Market got hit too. Look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA instantly pulled back. We thought we were going to reverse there back to the upside, and then we got rolled right back over. Tesla, same thing here. But it's kind of interesting. Look, so Tesla and NVIDIA sitting around low of day. Look at the NASDAQ. So for some reason, those two are one of the two weakest names here, which to me just makes no sense. But welcome to trading, right? Netflix here. Let's check out that 700 wall. You said you're grabbing some Tesla, Fuki. Okay. I mean, I think the trade is here. I mean, it's not giving up low a day, but this is just really slow. What are you buying? 230 calls? Yeah, I agree with that. We'll see what happens. A close above VWAP in 226, I think, could send this stock. I mean, the risk to reward of buying here is wow. See, there you go. Market starting to push back up. I'm telling you, I think that this could happen really, really quickly if it wants to make the move. If it gave up that low a day strong, I'd probably just think, okay, this may not happen. But the fact that it sat there and just failed to break lower, I think this does have a chance here. Market starting to push back up. Buying in down here, I mean, would kind of make sense, guys, and just have a low a day stop loss. It's kind of the same thing we did, right? 360 a contract. It's where that first signal was. But this has just got to get going. But I do think, you get up above 227, 227.50 with some volume and some momentum. This could go, wow, Netflix 9 cents away from all-time high. Yeah. I kind of want to take just another tiny position here on Tesla, low a day stop, and then look to add on this kind of maybe through 227 on some strength here. Yeah, look at that. Just got bought up above VWAP finally. We've got NQ trying to go for high a day. This is insane though on Netflix. Look at this. Can't believe I missed this trade. I just buying this off the open and holding it was just not at all what I was planning or wanting to do. Doesn't look bad here, guys. I think momentum can flip here on Tesla really, really quickly. On Netflix, 701.40. Like to see it start holding above VWAP now. It's getting a little weak for my liking. I want to try to look big picture on this. Here we go, back above 226. All right, around 226.50, I think you could see a kind of a momentum shift here. Or we just roll right over for low a day. NVDA is trying to bounce back up as well. I want to see this get through 226.50. Low volume right here. I want to see volume kind of pop. Get this thing moving. Here we go. Come on, Tesla. It's moving fairly good now. Here we go. 226.50 broke. Netflix went crazy. It's unreal. $11 move. Tesla kind of getting hit again here. I want to see that really start ripping through these levels. We are above VWAP though, which is good. Let's see what it does around 227. There we go. 226.70. Like to see this above 227 before I start adding. I just took a little stab at this because I think that the way it held low a day was good. But overall, to me, it's not trading as good as it could, especially on news like this. That's what I don't like. I mean, the Qs are ripping through high a day right now, and Tesla's just kind of sitting in the middle of its range. Yeah, that's true. One flip here to 227. I think that's where the momentum shifts. NVIDIA 129.50. I don't like the way that's trading today either. I think that 130 break could be interesting. See, this is what I want Tesla to do. Look at NVIDIA here, guys. Right? We kind of have that consolidation. We just get through some of these upper levels here, and it just starts ripping. I do think Tesla can do it. Right now, it's not looking great, especially when the market's just absolutely ripping here. NVIDIA is starting to wick to the top side. It's just a weird trading day. Tesla rolling back over. Netflix new highs. I don't know. Maybe NVIDIA is the the trade? I can't tell yet. I feel like Tesla kind of has a little one of these things going here where it just, I'm telling you, when it breaks through, it's just gone. Netflix 703. Here we go. Tesla starting to bounce again back above VWAP. Yeah, which I'm not surprised about. I kind of knew the market would be a bit choppy. 703.50. God, Netflix, look at this, man. This is just going to start squeezing. Bye-bye. Can't believe I missed that trade. All right, well, I guess we'll just see what happens here. I could see either way happening. As long as we can hold low a day, I think upside's doable, but this isn't trading that well. NVIDIA's rolling back over. Just not a lot going on here. This is why I came into today with a little bit of indecision. Like, I don't really know what's going to happen. And out of all things, freaking Netflix is the one to go. Sitting right at 225 again. Let's see if buyers can come in and save this thing. If not, Tesla's done. On a low day break, I think this is gone. Yeah. See if buyers come into this or not. Volume spiking as well. Now that is a bearish candle. 704.80 on Netflix. My goodness. Tesla bought back up again. 705. Knew it, man. God, this kills me. I didn't think they'd do it in a straight shot like that. It's unreal. Tesla sitting back above 225. Only about 20 minutes in, though. So, I mean, again, anything can happen here. NVIDIA kind of cup and handling a little bit on the 1 minute. I hate to say that for a 1 minute pattern, but to me, that's kind of what it looks like here. This thing can get through high. I think that 130 break looks kind of interesting. Tesla bouncing up here, 226-ish. Yeah, they did. I watched that. Went from 3 to 330. I don't know, guys. I mean, I hate to switch over to NVIDIA right now, and I think that Tesla could really do something crazy. I'd like to get that money back on it, but NVIDIA doesn't look terrible. Tesla back at 226 here. You just need a breakthrough. I think 227 on Tesla. And I think that's right. I'd want to be interested in it. Starbucks, I mean, yeah, I just, day trading Starbucks really isn't my thing. I mean, I don't, to me, this isn't that crazy. Two big candles off the open, a pullback, and then it's just kind of stagnant. It's starting to bounce again, though. So, I mean, maybe around high a day, there's something there. But for now, I want to focus on NVIDIA and Tesla. Here we go. Let's see what Tesla does here. Again, through like 226.75 and 227, this could start just flying. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you guys may think that me and Pookie are crazy, but I think we're both kind of seeing the same thing here. I've seen Tesla plenty of times kind of consolidate for 20, 30 minutes, kind of wedge up a little bit. You get that break to the upside, and I mean, it's still there. My original entry was about 360 a contract. They're down, I don't know, maybe 10% right now. Wow, Netflix at 707. 708. Here we go. Here we go. I'm telling you guys, any minute here, this could happen. Yeah, I saw the tiny piece. Here we go. This is where you want to see it rip through 227 here. I think we got the trade. Market is ripping here. Tesla's got to get going like now. Google's flying. Netflix still flying. To me, NVIDIA looks like it could do something interesting. 226.70. Right here, you can see this is where we rejected last time. You got to get through this. Come on, Tesla. You can do it. 226.80. That's what we need to get through right there. That and then 227. Big rejections. I'm going to look to add into this through 227 if we can get it. Still wouldn't be full size, but I do want to try to get involved here before this high a day break, and then probably just going to be selling it on the high a day break. I mean, could this go for 230? Yeah, I think the risk to reward makes sense. I mean, low a day risk, and then we're looking for $3-ish. To me, that makes sense. I think this could happen any minute here. Just chopping around. We just got to get through this, like this little zone up in here. Do a 5 minute. Okay. Yeah, it's just sitting. Could it come back down? Sure. But I do think, again, these levels here will help this thing really get moving. Got to get rid of all that supply. And then it's off to the races. Come on, Tesla. Still holding 226 for now. I don't want to see them flip this under VWAP again, but they may. Yeah, definitely. Patience here. Only 30 minutes into the day. Anything could happen still. The video's starting to break. Tesla getting bought up off VWAP there. There goes NVIDIA high a day. 130 coming in. That sucks. Amazon going up for 179. It's like the one thing we look at today doesn't want to do anything. That's just how it goes, huh? Tesla back to 225. Just sitting in this range here. NVIDIA pulled right back here before 130. You scalped every dip. That's good. Market may be hitting the top here. If NQ pulls back halfway of its move today, I mean, Tesla's going to get killed through low a day here. I would hate to see that, but it is what it is, This is already moving not that great. STP. Yeah, yeah. Tesla's just not doing anything here. Let's see if they make a new low. NVDA pulled back, Tesla pulling back, market barely pulled back at all. This is just so crazy to me. I mean, we got bullish news today on Tesla, market strong, like pretty much anything you could ask for. And this does this. I don't know that I love it anymore. It's making lower lows. That was aggressive. The whole market just got crushed. I kind of like that idea. 223. That was a market candle right there. I don't know. I'm trying to stay kind of light here. I don't really want. I'm gonna wait for like a real trade. Well, so what I mean by market candle is if you look at NQ, this just had like a massive pullback kind of out of nowhere, and that was to me a kind of a big factor in why Tesla did that same thing. DP. So bounce off 223. We'll see what it does, but I don't love the way it's trading. One thing that's not getting affected is old Netflix. That thing is sitting 706. Yeah, on a new high a day, I think Tesla's going to go crazy. Now, I think Jacksonville starts tomorrow, Breckle, or maybe Thursday. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Again, it's like Netflix is a thing that I trade maybe 2-3 times a year, and today was one of those days that I should have traded it. But opening up at 690, I didn't think this thing was just going to go for almost a $20 move here. Tesla's moving terrible. I don't want to see it go up much lower than 223. I'd probably end the day for me, but if we can hold here and get a really nice bounce back to VWAP, I mean, I still think it's intact. I still think there's something here. Contracts are at about 4 to 450 at high a day. They're sitting at 270 right now. Buying here, having a 223 stop loss. I mean, I know it's kind of paper cut losses today. You don't want to keep doing over and over and over again, but the risk reward to me is there. We'll see what happens. This is just gotta get going. I hate trying to force it, trying to hope for the right price action to come around when it's not right now. We'll see. It's trying to base out right here. The market's trying to recover. Netflix trying to go for new highs. $223.30. 223.20, 11, 4, 2. I think if this breaks, it could really slip up. Market starting to roll back over. This is just crazy. Just be patient. NVDA, Chop Central. Netflix is probably going to go for another new high. What else is going on? Bull on the 15th for little longer beer on the shorter time frame. Yeah, that makes sense. Amazon trying to go for 179. Tesla kind of faked out there at 223. So maybe it bounces here, but $7 move to 230. That's kind of a lot. Yeah, 100%. And we understand it's hard when you have a smaller account. You're just trying to start off, but that's a big reason why trading part of the money is tough. It's an uphill battle. Come on, Tesla, let's do something here. Markets in Q's trying to bounce back up. Netflix new high a day. I mean, we could just buy any dip we could find. No one wants to come in and buy this Tesla news, I guess. We're coming in. We're about to go red on the day here. We're only up about 0.25% on the day now. Yeah, I agree. 709 on Netflix. Tesla's still holding 223. Under 223. NQ's trying to bounce up. So, I mean, I would like to see like a kind of a big green candle come out of Tesla here to make me know that, okay, maybe there's still oh my God, guys, look at Netflix. 710. It just kills me. Whatever. Sometimes you miss some. New high on Netflix again, almost at 711. Tesla's kind of died down here. Not really making new lows strong. Getting bought up off 223 a little bit. Would like to see kind of like a bullish engulfment here. Back above 224, and maybe we can see 225 plus. And then, again, maybe the trade's still here. Only about 40 minutes in. I mean, I'm red small. Where's Baldo? So, I mean, I don't think you're getting out at the wrong times. I don't know. Percentage-wise, it shouldn't have been that crazy. Yeah, Netflix above 711. Back to 223. Market just rolled over. This could be Tesla's last minutes. I think this goes red on the day. It's done for. I think up here was the chance. I don't know that it can make this crazy move from 223, but it's Tesla, so still holding this. Still holding this right here. Yeah, kind of a weird day. Weird kind of chop central day here. Then we have Netflix as the runner. So, I mean, don't beat yourself up if you're red. Market's just kind of been a little tricky lately. And we got Jackson Hole this week. So, I mean, that's why I try to come into the day with no crazy bias and just kind of want to see what everything wants to do first. Here we go, back under 223. Market just had another big red candle. Not too aggressive though. I mean, volume wasn't that heavy on that candle there. Yeah, I agree with that, Pokey. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that it can go much further without, without getting hit. So here we go, 222 test here. Broke right through it. But, the market's nosediving. Absolutely nosediving here. See if there's any sort of relief off this. That's insane. Look at it in Q here. Look at that. We went from high to low a day. NVDA low a day. Did some news come out or what happened here? It's 9:13 my time, so I don't think so, but maybe. A lot of buyers just got trapped. Well, kind of a weird last 2 days. Netflix back down to 704, so even that got pulled back on. NQ trying to bounce. Still no buying pressure I'm seeing on Tesla right now. That was a nasty move. Yeah, I agree with you. This may just have 5 red candles in a row. I don't know. NQ's starting to bounce. Tesla's not really doing anything. NVIDIA's bouncing some. SPY kind of just tested its lows of the day there and bounced. Back above 222 now. Trying to get back up there. See if we can hold above 222. To me, this is just a little bit of a relief bounce with how aggressive that move was to the downside, but I would love to see this get back up there. This is one of those trades where you can just kind of buy into that aggressive sell-off and you get any sort of relief NQ rolling right back over here. Tesla not getting affected that much. Tesla about to go back green on the day here, down about 0.08%. I don't know where the momentum could flip now. I mean, maybe 223. I don't know. Apple's going sideways. Netflix not really doing anything. NASDAQ flipping back for lows. So SPY. See if Tesla can hold up here, not get affected. NQ made new lows. Tesla not really going anywhere, trying to get bought up, actually. I do like to see that a lot. We're pretty far off from VWAP. So, I mean, anytime we see that, I think that there's typically a chance for it to come up around that level. So, I mean, that's 225. That's, $3, $2.50 away. Tesla maintain outperform. Okay, it's good. Market is just tanking here, and Tesla's trying to just hold up as hard as it can. Holding 222. I'd like to see this get above 223 here pretty soon. Let's see, what does the 5-minute look like? Yeah, it's still pretty weak on the 5. Still trying to hold 222 here as the market's making lows. So we're starting to see a little bit more relative strength on Tesla here against futures, which I do like, but I mean, it's not much. This is a really small relief bounce here. And this could easily just kind of roll back through low a day. But ideally, we get some sort of bounce here, and then Tesla can kind of squeeze out some of these sellers. Yeah, I'm not mad at this at all. NQ starting to bounce now. Order book, I mean, I don't really see anything here. I mean, I know that, at 2:30 there was a wall this morning, but not a whole lot around here. I mean, something small at 223, which is expected. 225's got a little wall there. And then I'm sure 230, yeah, 230 still has one as well, which I do like to see whenever we're, $7 away still. But it's also a $10 level. So let's see what we do here. Back at 223. $223, trying to break through there. The ask is above. I'd like to see the market kind of have a pretty nice rebound here. That could help Tesla get back up in that area. The last thing I want to see, though, is just to quickly get rejected and just sell right back off, because this could just bear flag for lows. But we know where the stop loss is, so if anyone's in this, Been bought down here. NQ going for lows. Tesla's still holding up. SPY going for lows. Tesla's still holding up here. That could change any second, but we get one sort of flipping momentum on futures here, and everything starts to bounce with it. To me, Tesla's starting to show that buyers are liking this level. A little bit of a bounce here from SPY and the Qs. Nice, above 223. I'd like to see them hold it up there. Yeah, the whole market killed NVIDIA. I like that 130 level. Starting to see a bounce on some things here. NVIDIA bounce, Tesla bounce, Apple bouncing up, Meta bouncing up off lows. I'm liking the strength, though, on Tesla. To me, this is pretty strong. If we get a high a day push on this, I mean, this thing could go nuts. It's asking for a lot, but it's Tesla, right? I never want to count this completely out. So now we got to hold 223. That's where we held this originally. So kind of right in this area here. We can hold up here and start moving higher. Yeah, possibly, Fergie. It's not the cleanest thing in the world, but love to see this get going. Contracts are 250. Even Netflix had a pretty aggressive bounce. That's good. Nice, Geo. You're dipped by King today. Meta had a $2 bounce. Apple's trying to go for high a day. I mean, I'm not going to be surprised if Tesla comes back into 223. Needs to test that. Buyers have to hold it. Then we can move higher. We are about an hour in, so volume could start slowly dying off, but there also still could be a decent little trade here. Pulling back under 223, getting bought back above. That's good. Market's rolling over, though. Nice, Chris. Look at you. This is kind of one of those little scalpy days. So you can just in and out, in and out, in and out. Market rolling over. Tesla kind of sitting flat. Come on. I don't know where this weakness came from on the market, but kind of messed up all these setups here. NVIDIA rolling back over. Tesla's starting to give up 223. Ooh, starting to get hit here. NQ going for low a day. I don't want to see them give up this uptrend here on Tesla, or I think it's probably done. Come on, buy this thing back up. Market's getting bought up. Coming back into 222 here. Yeah, I think this thing's done. That's so unfortunate. But good example of, having a plan that I think made plenty of sense, and then the market just doing its own thing. It happens. That's why you got to have, risk and stop losses, and just, plan in general in mind if things go against you. Back under 222. Let's see if we make new lows or not. If we don't, you can kind of consider that like a small time frame higher low. But if we make new lows, I think it's out. Would like to see an aggressive buy up here at 222. If not, probably just going to head out for the day. $222. Market coming back in for lows. Broke under. Yeah, low a day, 221.50. Well, later, Tesla. Trying to bounce off it. 10 cents away. And there it is. Market making new lows with this. Well, that's how it goes. Netflix was the trade of the day. Disappointed that I missed that, but that was just a hard trade to even get involved in without just fully chasing it, Yeah, there was just no entry there on Netflix at all. So, got to let it do its thing. Got to let it do its thing. Tesla getting bought up there. Kind of like a little head fake there at the lows of the day. SPY bouncing up and Q bouncing up. Yeah, 100%. Today was tough. Today was a hard day to trade. I don't think many of these moves kind of like, made sense from like a logical standpoint, but that's also trading for you. It's never going to be logical all the time. The only thing you can control logically is going to be your risk. And if you don't see things clearly, then you're just maybe looking at things wrong. That's it. You got to reevaluate. Yeah, 100%. Back up 222. They kind of failed that new low there. I mean, they tried to break it down and then they bounced it. The whole market did, but they instantly are getting hit here. Just no real buyers coming in yet. Yeah, 100%. If you can't, yeah, I mean, if you can't financially scale into a position, there's no reason to take like little stabs at a trade like that with Pookie and I because that just kind of throws your risk out the window. You know, back to 221.50, market rolling right back over again. Just not a bid in sight. Yeah, you got to think. I mean, stop loss at 320 doesn't look too bad right now, right? They're sitting at two. It's like another 30% that you add on to it, thinking you're going to get a bounce. So sometimes you think, oh, you get stopped out, it bounces a little bit, then it rolls back over, and then you'd be down a lot more. Then maybe you add into it, and then it rolls over again, like today. I was pretty confident this was going to go, see new highs, but I never know anything. You got to keep telling yourself that. Trade what's in front of you, not what you're hoping to see. It's not really like a real downtrend that we can look at here. So I mean, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Could this just out of nowhere start ripping to the upside? Sure. Do you know if that's actually going to happen? No. So I mean, there's no reason to just sit here and hold trade, thinking that that there's a possibility that that could happen. There's a possibility that this could go to 250 in one candle, right? Later, Chris. Good job today on a really kind of a tough day to trade. Yeah, I'll stick around for another maybe like 5-10 minutes, and then I'll move on. Back above 222. Maybe this is where the market bases. Who knows? NQ back to low a day, SPY right back to low a day. Kind of aggressively too. Tesla didn't really get affected, but it looks like it's going to come back in for lows. Big red candle in the markets through low a day. More selling pressure. All right. Well, maybe we call it here, guys. Tough day, disappointing day, but it happens. It wasn't like it was some crazy, crazy losing day, you know? At least it shouldn't have been. And there we go. Market said nope. Yeah, I could definitely see that, Pookie. Down into 220. You've heard trading tickers when you take a lot. You look at I don't. That's more of a question for Pookie, I think. I'm just not super well versed on tax stuff relating to trading. I should, but I'm not. $220 coming in here. Market getting crushed here. Yeah, no one should be holding. Well, guys, any last minute questions before I head out of here? Market really starting to bounce. All right, well, I'm going to head out. Thanks for being here, guys, and y'all have a good rest of the day. Let me know if you need anything. Peace.